Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chris from the Grid Hi-Fi. We're out here at AXPONA 2023. We are in Schaumburg, Illinois. We're about to let you guys know about the Vitus audio and the Estelon booth here on site. We're going to let you guys know about the items on display, the features with them, and we're going to do it right after the intro.
Hello there, my name is Aldo Filippelli. I am the representative agent for Estelon loudspeakers and Vitus audio electronics for all of the Americas. We're here at AXPONA 2023 for focusing on our Estelon Extreme Mark II loudspeaker. This is the North American debut of this speaker. The speaker retails for $269,000 a pair. It is a 550-pound loudspeaker that takes about 10 minutes to uncrate and set up, which is kind of a benchmark in this industry. But the focal point of the product is it is a fully coherent design that allows you to remotely adjust the positioning of the drivers from the listening chair for proper time arrival. This entire upper cabinet is motorized. And by the use of a remote control, you could raise or lower the upper cabinet. And when it's doing so, it's also changing the actual rake angle. So you get proper time arrival of all of the frequencies of information at your ears. To further enhance that, the tweeter itself is also motorized to retract back into the cabinet. This is all done with a series of steps through a remote that has a memory storage feature. So you could set it up for yourself, and then when you have guests that come over, you could set it up for a larger sweet spot with a bigger sound, and then go right back to your save setting, which is actually very, very cool. Estelon has been in business since 2013, actually 2010. They first got their start because the owner of the company had been designing speakers for 25 years for other brands as an independent contractor. And he had developed certain phase technologies that were a combination of driver placement and acoustical control due to the shape of the cabinets. And when they decided that they were going to make their own loudspeakers, since he was starting from clean slate, they came up with this advanced cabinet technology for minimizing vibration. So the cabinets that we see in this model and in every Estelon loudspeaker are a marble composite. It is injection molded. It's based on a marble that is crushed into a powder mixed with an epoxy, and then it's put into an injection mold at very high heat. While a lot of people look at the speaker and they are fascinated by the physical structure of the design, it's actually form following function. So every element of the shape of the speakers, the positioning of the drivers, has to do about maximizing performance. So they're using the radiating surface of the angles and the shapes of the cabinet to control how it's reflecting those information back into the room. When we look at the electronics are from a Danish company called Vitus Audio. Vitus Audio is reintroducing their brand into North America. They have been previously distributed here. Now we're working together to further expand upon the brand's offerings in North America. What we have in front of us is the debut of their masterpiece amplifiers. These are stereo amplifiers. We're using one stereo amplifier per speaker in a biamp configuration. These are Class A and Class AB. They're selectable. In Class A mode, they are 25 watts per channel at 8 ohms. In Class AB, they're 500 watts per channel at 8 ohms. Each amplifier requires 3 AC inputs. There is one 20 amp input per channel, so you have 2 very high current power inputs. And then the third power input is for the logic circuit. They've determined that having logic circuits and amplifiers are necessary for control, but at the same time they generate noise, so they wanted to isolate it. It's a real cost no object level of performance. These amps are $115,000 US a piece. We could have been fine using just one stereo amplifier on the speakers, but because we wanted to power the speakers in a biamp configuration for maximizing the control and performance, we've gone with two. What we have in the source is the Vitus Audio Masterpiece preamplifier, which is a two-piece preamp unit. Separate power supply, outboard power supply. We have their DAC, Masterpiece DAC, and we have a signature phono stage over on the other rack, coupled with an acoustic signature AXPONA turntable, which is one of the finer turntables in the industry. So we're able to demonstrate vinyl. For digital, we have an Inuos statement streamer. The Inuos statement is using an inboard 1 terabyte hard drive that's loaded with WAV files. So we're not actually streaming, we're playing off the WAV files. Then we have a Strom Tank power source, which is all battery power source. It is controlling and powering all of the source components plugged into it, and it's removed from the mains. So when we have it turned on, the power to all the sources is coming off of battery only. So we've assembled this system not only to showcase the brands and reintroduce Vitus and show for the first time the Extreme, but we wanted to make a statement about who these brands are. One of the things that has been apparent in the audio industry for the last few years is the luxury audio segment, which is growing. And people are being much more attentive to not only the way something performs and sounds, but how it looks, how it's built, what's the backstory of the brand. Since both Vitus Audio and Estelon have very rich backstories in their history of how they formed and their qualitative aspects, you could see from the appearance of the products that they also are at the highest level in finish quality, at the highest level in build quality. Vitus Audio is fully integrated, meaning that they make all their products themselves. Speaking of integrated, this is the Vitus Audio RI-101 integrated amplifier. It's 100 watts per channel in class AB, and it continues to double into each halving of impedance. It has an integrated DAC with streamer. We're waiting for Roon to finalize the certification, but this is a Roon-ready component. So somebody could use the streamer that's built in with the streamer software, or they could use Roon software. And the speakers that we have over here in this beautiful purple color is the best-selling Estelon speaker in the line. This is called the X Diamond. These speakers in this finish retail for $88,000 a pair. In black, which is the most common finish, they retail for $85,000. It's a full-range loudspeaker capable of pretty impressive high-output SPLs, but more importantly, it maintains the family signature of sound of the big $269,000 Extreme. It's got the same mid-range, same tweeter. It's a different woofer, but all of the philosophies in the performance, in the sonic signature, all maintained. So you get a lot for your money.
Don't turn your back on me, baby. You just might pick up my matchsticks. Oh, baby, turning my head to stone.
Well, all right, guys, let me know what you guys think about those demos in the comments. Obviously, this is coming through a compressed video over the internet, so you know, user results may vary. But I will tell you, I've heard these things yesterday in person. I am fully confident that anyone that hears these things, it's a really just a write a check type moment. So if you guys want any of these things, please don't hesitate to contact us. We'll leave our links down in the description. You guys can pick up the phone, shoot us an email, and then we will get you in contact with these. So that's all I got for you guys. If you guys like content like this, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.